St Mary's Abbey, the ruins of which can be seen across the river. The world-famous York Mystery plays, which are still performed every leap year, use the Abbey ruins as their backdrop. Yet even the most impressive parish churches are overshadowed by the greatest York church of them all, York Minster. The current minster, built between 1220 and 1472, is the largest medieval building in Britain and the largest Gothic cathedral north of the Alps, 160 metres long and 76 metres wide. Its central tower is just over 71 metres high. The Minster is just famous for its architecture, but the stained glass is equally renowned. The west front window, which is visible from the wheel, is 16.5 metres high by 7.5 metres wide. At the far end of the cathedral, the Great East window is the size of a tennis court, making it the largest stained glass window in the world. In medieval times, its capital, in 1298, King Edward I, fighting a war against the Scots, moved his court to the city. York was a vital city to control in the Anglo-Scots wars, and during the War of the Roses, contrary to what one might expect, York largely supported the Lancastrians, and one Yorkist leader's treatment in the city was particularly savage. In 1460, the Duke of York was defeated and killed at the Battle of Wakefield. His head was placed on a spike above Micklegate Bar, the common fate of traitors and rebels, and it was a custom which did not meet an end until the 18th century. Not long after the War of the Roses ended in 1485, the city fell into an economic decline. Though it remained a place worth fighting for, one of the most important battles of the English Civil War, Marston Moor, was fought on land about 10 miles to the west. In the 18th century, York became popular as a social centre. One of the reasons for its revived popularity was horse racing. To the southwest is the great open green space of the Knavesmire, where the stands of York Racecourse are clearly visible. The first race on the site took place in 1731, and York is now one of the country's premier racecourses. In the 19th century, York largely missed the early stages of the Industrial Revolution, although the city stands almost on top of a coalfield. Coal was not mined from it until the early 1980s. The coal provided the fuel for the line of the power stations, Drax, Eggborough, Ferrybridge, clearly visible on the southern horizon near the M62. Railways rescued York from the economic doldrums. The city lies halfway between London and Edinburgh. The first railway reached York in 1839, and the efforts of the entrepreneur George Hudson during the railway mania of 1845 to 47 made York the railway capital of the North. The current station was the third to be built in York and was opened in 1877. It was the largest station in the world. The history of railways in York and across the world is celebrated at the National Railway Museum, which is less than 800 metres from the Wheel of York and contains some of the world's most famous trains, including Malan and Shinkansen, the Japanese bullet train. It is a wonderful celebration of an industry that's helped build modern York. Another industry rose to prominence in the 19th century: chocolate. It became dominated by three names: Rantry, Terry and Craven. To the northeast, on the northern edge of the city, is the Rantry factory. It is still a popular producer of chocolate. The firm was taken over by Nestlé's in 1988 and produces world-famous brands like Smarties and Kit Kats. York today is a city of almost 200,000 people. It's also a major tourist attraction, shopping and conference centre. It covers just over 17 square miles and is one of the fastest growing cities in Britain. We hope you've enjoyed your trip on the Wheel of York and that you'll find time to visit us again and enjoy the beauties of this historic city. Please visit www.friesewheels.com for more details. Remember, the Wheel of York closes on September 29th, 2013. So there we have it, the Wheel of York. I hope you enjoyed your experience and learned a little bit about this fantastic city. And don't forget to tune into my show Monday to Friday from 6 till 10. Griffo in the morning on 104.7 Minster FM. We hope you visit us again soon.
I think it's broke. Don't move around too much.
No, it's quite steady, isn't it?
No, I said you don't move around too much.
Oh, right. Well, you scared?